Welcome back to the action here at the Women's Series, where we have just witnessed the early exit of Lisa Ashton, winner of 3 of the 4 events so far, beaten once again by Mikuru Suzuki.
Throw for the ball.
In what was a brutal draw for the pair of them, but Suzuki got the job done.
25.
And made it through to the 3rd round, which is where this pair are meeting. Lorraine Winstanley, semi-finalist at the Lakeside 25. A couple of weeks ago, taking on Ros Bulmer for a place in the last 16. Bulmer herself, a former
outside
World Championship participant as well. In fact, that was the year when
25. Ros has won the ball.
Lorraine Winstanley reached the final and lost to Mikuru Suzuki, who was in fine form in that previous match.
Absolutely, indeed. And no doubt we'll have the target
43
on her back for the rest of this contest. But big name leaving the competition in Lisa Ashton, but no doubt we'll be back later this afternoon for the next tournament. As we have Ros Bulmer
83
from Courtesy against Lorraine Winstanley of Buxton.
By the way, the action just getting underway in Austria now for the European Tour. That's on Stream 1 here on PDC TV. So those of you who so wish to watch some of that or switch between streams can do so. We'll be here on Stream 2 with both events of the Women's Series. I know the wily ones of you will have
60.
some kind of multi-screen setup. You just got to pick which commentators you prefer then.
So both of these competitors settling in
30
to this best of 7 tie, as we've already reached the 3rd round. Getting on with business.
Yeah, speaking of commentators, Lorraine Winstanley
60
turned her hand to that during that World Final at the Lakeside. She was alongside me when Bo Greaves won the title. Always difficult actually, because Lorraine had lost the semi-final to Bo, so I had to be careful with how I phrase the fact that Bo gave her a bit of a beating. She can't hear me right now. It's great, isn't it?
83.
Best visit so far for Lorraine Winstanley. Bulmer coming downstairs and now decides to go
99.
to the top level. A good last start from Ros Bulmer to leave the big one. Winstanley
60.
an even 60, down to 155. So Bulmer's first bite at 170 will stay there, no doubt. Loose second dart though, so trying to mop
44.
up. 126, awkward finish. Winstanley 95 left, treble 19 for double 19, just next door. 86 left, treble 18 will be the shot here now.
87.
So 87 left to leave 68. Bulmer on the 19's route to leave the ball.
Well, that chance has disappeared with the first start.
67.
So Winstanley looking at 68 to break Bulmer at the earliest available opportunity. 16 or 8. And now double 16.
Game shot.
And it's nicely done by Lorraine Winstanley, who does get that immediate break of throw. And as we saw in the previous match with Mikuru Suzuki, it really is a massive advantage to break straight away like that.
It can really be the big difference,
60.
especially finding a break early in these best of 7 ties. There's no room for error. You've got to be on it from the off. And this is a good riposte from Bulmer in this second leg.
125.
Yeah, great check out from Winstanley. The highest we've seen so far is that 120 from Suzuki. Although Bulmer did have a 1-2-1 in her first match, her opening victory.
140.
Today, and the highest checkout of the day currently stands at 140. Astrid Trauborst with that honour.
60.
Yeah, we've seen a few ton plus finishes on this board so far. 4 that I've counted, and 2 of them came from Mikuru Suzuki, and 2 of them from Julia Finley, who went on to lose that game. Could this be the first 180 we've seen today? Indeed it is! Lorraine Winstanley with the max.
Yeah, we saw a 171, didn't we, in that first match of the day? Well, I mentioned that Bulmer's had a 121. That 180 leaves the 121 for Winstanley. Now, she doesn't have to think about going for the bull at the end of this visit here. So she gets rid of the 25 to leave double 18, and she does execute the finish. And what a spell of darts that is from Lorraine Winstanley. 301 points disappear in 2 visits.
Quality stuff from Lorraine Winstanley, that
70.
is for sure. And now 2 legs to the good. Halfway to victory and a place in the 4th round.
38.
Already in the last 16. No surprise, Fallon Sherrock. A 4-0 win for her against Rebecca Edwards. Also there, Lorraine Hyde. She's beaten Ireland's Katie Sheldon 4-0 as well. They're the only 2 players to have advanced that far so far. In fact, Sherrock has not lost a leg so far today. She also had a 4-0 win against Jane Robson earlier on.
121.
Good visit again from Lorraine Winstanley. And has the advantage now in this 3rd leg. Ros Bulmer.
60.
So far in these first couple of legs just been blitzed away. Not much she's done wrong. It's just been the quality of Lorraine Winstanley.
100.
And once again, 121 followed by 100, and now a stolen the darts in this 3rd leg.
$83.
Again, right in the treble 20.
100.
Full of confidence, that is for sure. Lorraine Winstanley, Bulmer back on 247. Need to treble here, gets one. So should be able to set up a finish here.
100.
And leaves the snooker players maximum. 142, treble 20, 82 left. Went for the bullseye to leave double 16. 72 now.
82.
Went for treble 12 to leave 36, but an even 60 coming in for Lorraine Winstanley. 147 needed for Ros Bulmer. Seen Neil Robertson do that at the Crucible in the last week or so.
59.
But Bulmer can't do it here in Wigan.
Yeah, what a moment that was. But now Winstanley just needs 1 red. And in it goes. And she is cruising to victory seemingly here. Has the darts to wrap up a quick fire 4-0 win.
Well, you've got to feel for Ros Bulmer here, who, to be fair, hasn't really done much wrong. Just been Lorraine Winstanley. It's just
81.
been superb quality.
Yeah, it's excellent stuff so far from Lorraine. I think she's probably the most likely player to be the next to win one of these women's series events, who hasn't won one before. She is on the order of merit in 3rd place. Some distance behind Ashton and Sherrock, obviously, but a gap that she may close, because that's another 180.
Second of the contest for Lorraine Winstanley. Really is in cruise control here.
100.
And there's nothing much Ros Bulmer can do about this. Just been a complete onslaught in these first 3 legs. Winstanley
60.
down to 180 after 9 darts. Bulmer back on 302, so needs a 2 treble visit here to just leave a finish.
80.
Well, it's not going your way, it's not going your way.
Yeah, Winstanley here averaging just shy of 90. An excellent performance. And
100.
Potentially on for a personal best here. A personal best average on record is 89.73. So we'll keep an eye on that and inform you
140.
at the end of the game where the land lies. I think to have any chance she'd have to take this out. And what's to say she won't? Well, that was a bit precarious, but double top is nice and open, and it's in. And it's a very nice performance indeed from Lorraine Winstanley.